Hello Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Tarot Solar Sun Studio. This is going to be a different reading this time. You know, I do always in the channel diversity of readings. Now we have a deck especially designed for the hero's journey, a term coined by the famous Joseph Campbell, a scholar who has influenced many. And he looks at every possible myth, fairy tale, story, oral traditions of many different cultures since it's discovered, starting from Sumerians, actually the earliest one. So he discovers that actually the story just takes shapes in different cultures in different ways, but there is this one very typical narrative in each. So it is our archetypal journey, hero's journey. It has 12 stages, and now we are going to discover where you are at in this journey. This is actually very relevant in a person's life, because it can affect your hero's journey, may affect any area of life, okay? And it can definitely inspire you to look at things, because if you are good yourself, then any area actually unfolds better for us. So this is about like to discover your psyche's, of course, Leo collective's reflections, okay? Of course, it is better when it is done for individuals, but with this general readings, which is not going to resonate with everyone, we are trying to bring a particular insight, okay? Some type of difference to my current life. These readings I find very unique, and I designed them specially because it can be done once, you know. For instance, we can make many readings about how does he feel about you, or what is their next step, or you know, but with the hero's journey you have just one time, okay? So it's a timeless reading. It's a timeless reading. It can be relevant when you the time you watch it. Now let's find out in which stage are you in. So this is for Leo consciousness. So glad to have you. This is of course a member's special reading. Let's get this one. I somehow drawn to it. By the way, these are members special readings, which are actually done under special premiere, and it is available for 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups membership levels. Now we have the number 38, so this is putting you directly to the reward. Wow, you are at the reward stage, Leo. You have won the lottery. Make room for wonderment. Beautiful also paintings of Rasuli, the famous Persian painter. You have won the lottery. Make room for wonderment. Wow, wow, wow. So there is this arrival of the moment you have been working and waiting for, it seems. We will talk about it. Now, oracle cards in their nature are technical cards, and the artists take on while creating these images and concepts are important. That's why it needs to be transmitted openly. But the tarot is up to my interpretation and intuitive understanding, of course. But for this, we need to transmit our audiences the take on of the artist. So that's why I'm gonna now give that information. There is going to be some inspirational things I will be also talking about. So this card is now, you are at the reward stage, Leo, and this is stage 9, okay? Stage 9. You have won the lottery. Make room for wonderment, it says. We have a quote from Melody Betty. She says, gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Beautiful. Now let me inform you about the message of this card. It says, if you think about it, you have an unending list of things for which to be grateful. In fact, if you could really see, you would fall to your knees in absolute wonderment at the blessings in your life. The secret to having more isn't in strategizing on how to get the green grass on the other side of the fence. Radical gratitude is about beholding the miracle of the grass growing on your side of the fence. To rise to a higher level, you may even add your challenges and struggles to your gratitude list. With radical gratitude, you realize you are more abundant than you ever could have imagined. Wow. And with this way, you have already won the lottery. You may have thought radical gratitude would be a threat to your ambition, a bucket of ice on your fire to achieve more. This is not so. Gratitude is magnetic. It will bring you the best things in life and give you even more to be grateful for, in a never-ending upward spiral of awe. Just one of the most impressive cards you had. And you know, these cards also giving us some dream symbols to ponder upon. And if you have seen lately, by the way, the dream symbol comes with this oracle card is the windfall. Dreams of winning the lottery are a sign that you have struck it rich. See this dream as positive reinforcement, a reward, that you are on the right track. Your lottery dream is an energetic reminder that your life is a mountain of priceless gifts that will take a lifetime to unwrap. Get ready, as abundance consciousness will attract even more blessings into your life. So if you see the windfall, okay, or any symbols of it, remember this as a dream symbol. And also you may think it of like your lottery dream. We are also given a mantra with this card. It says, I am an attractor beam, magnetic to the best things in life. Just wow, wonderful. Also something that we need to remind ourselves a lot more often, actually. The last time I had the radical gratitude consciousness was 2 days ago. And well, it was a radical awareness, and once again, and it has really struck me so deeply. Now, dear Leo, let's find now the events unfolding with this energy. What tarot stories you are attracting at this time? So this is for Leo consciousness. Let's get closer. Our first card is a Queen of Swords. This is the usually self-critic, the inner critic. And we have the Death. This is Scorpio, and actually it represents also other people's resources or resources coming to you through other people. But I think this is like the death of our own self-critic, which is ultimately gonna give us the Emperor. This is the card of abundance, and it has appeared here with the masculine symbolism. Now, Leo, I think this you have won the lottery is something, there is a condition here appearing, which is gonna remind you how in your environment if there is this closed-minded people, or can be also self-limitation, closed-minded people which are, you know, taking you down constantly. You know, it seems you are finally getting out of that vibe, okay? And there is that has been this maybe inner time where your inner critic was at work, but now it's like you know when to stop that inner chat, that inner chat, like our monkey mind, and now you get ready, and it's like you start to work for something, and it's like you are also preparing yourself to meet with the emperor. Like there is some kind of an encounter here. The Death Tarot card is actually our ability sometimes to x-ray our psyches. So this usually happens in the major and radical transformations. Now, if you have been dealing with a person who has been like a strict parent in your childhood, where you have been always introduced that limitedness of your sources, or if there was this authority kind of figure who was like not leading in the, let's say, abundant way. I think you are here really breaking to the other side now. You are like surpassing this limiting energy, and the Death Tarot card with this card going towards the Emperor. So this is actually gonna revolutionize your stability, premises, and anything that you attach yourself with stability. I think there is something here changing for you. Now it says that make room for wonderment. How we make room for things? We let go and we change and transform them, right? So the way you are making room to yourself is like first you need to clear out the sky, the death, what is unnecessary. The inner critic, Queen of Swords, which is actually looking at the past now and like always in past criticizing things, and the mind is so crowded. And then we have the Emperor, that strict parental, sometimes toxic masculinity it may represent. It seems you are really cleansing yourself off from this energy at this time. So actually this is some kind of this is stage 9, and you are going to get your reward. The reward here is actually not necessarily, of course, an exterior thing, but you will also look at your environment, and you're gonna really, I think that gratitude energy kicks in, and you really, rather than the imposings of others or imposings to yourself, it's about learning to be also happy what you have already. This is a deep work, deep subconscious work, deep psyche work, and this is what you have been waiting for. So your power is no longer locked in some kind of a dungeon, okay, or it's not held captive by a dragon, or it's not held captive by the Emperor or that self inner critic. It's yours, and you have the conscious access to it. Now here it actually requires your breath. It wants you to breath as you integrate this power, this strength, this beauty, this wildness, okay, this fierce love, this passion back into your heart and soul. And it says don't leave home or bed without it. I also want to give you a heads up. At this time, consider every situation in your life, every dream, actually favorable to this sometimes techno-colored drama, which is encoded with soul's juice and power. This is the moment for you to revel in, and you are really breathing deeply now this huge gratitude energy, and this is gonna actually awaken a lot of magnificence in your life. And you got to realize that you are not looking for the prize. You are the prize. You are the prize to those around you. And you are going to revel in the view from the summit that you have worked so hard to climb. Now here we are seeing actually your change and transformation. A lot of situations you have been through, maybe it seems like superbia reverse. These are the moments when our egos are humbled down by the greatness of life. So then it has actually brought a change to you. I do feel here there wasn't maybe something you expected didn't come, or it didn't happen, but maybe this is what humbled you down. There was a lot of stress in that, and I do feel some people has been revealed in your life, like people like the worm in the apple, like who was actually behind your back, who was like working against you, or who was, you know, this and that. This is actually a blessing as well, because it really gives you a good idea. I do feel here there has been some kind of an organization of some sort, and this organization is actually like working against not, I mean, like something it's not good for your happiness, and it's a discontented place. And this is like also the Emperor and the Lodana di Servizio. This is excuse me, betraying and stealing energy, and like telling these tales. I don't know if you have met any type of a whistleblower person around you, like who also made things like went from your back. It seems at this time there can be for you losing of people. Actually, this is not a loss, this is a win of yourself. And the way that you have been working to get the prize is no more valid, because you are realizing among these people now you yourself is the prize. Yourself was the prize to them all this time, and they were so lucky to have you actually. So in a way, I think all comes down to realize your own self-worth in a situation. Scorpio Aries energy we have in this card, and I do feel if there has been a situation with an authority figure, a father figure or a masculine figure, your particular action towards them is likely to initiate the change, okay? And here you are also like meeting with your most authentic and naked self, like what you are really capable of when faced with some kind of a opposing situation. At this time there can be really this moment, that arrival of the moment. So your power is not no more in this emperor's hand, or it's not with the dragon, it's not in the dungeon, it's yours. So this is actually you are gaining conscious awareness and to have access to that power from now on. And this has took you a lot of humbling down experience. This is a really the most transformative energy at this time. I feel something, a prize or you were waiting, hasn't arrived, because maybe you were like putting your bet on the wrong horse, let's say. We have this item in my culture, but of course it can be different in different cultures. So due to maybe this unrealized hope, which was actually something exterior, you are now learning to look more inward and realize your resources there. And I think there is just a very slightly interesting event here. You are really getting yourself out of trouble. Okay, actually what you have been expecting as deliverance wasn't supposed to be good for you. Here there is some other way you are discovering, and well, la force, the power, the strength. There you go. This is how you gain power and strength. So your power, your strength is no longer locked in a dungeon, or you are not held captive by a dragon. So the Strength Tarot card is definitely one of the most very influential cards, and this is actually making you to realize your own strength here, as you can see. Actually, you know, if you have been in a state where you didn't express your inner feelings so often or so easily, like being like a poker face in something, or a person who has been a poker face all this time, now they are likely to express it. As you realize your power, also you may find yourself taking charge in a situation which can be maybe emergency, realizing that you are needed in this. You may feel like this great machine, you know. It can be like this how do they say? It may feel like you are really handling some great situations there, like this great machine, like capable of everything. So here there is really immense amount of power in these conditions, and this is actually you are realizing your power in the end. So your power is not at the hands of the emperor, as you find the strength here. So this was really a meaningful message, as we also find the Strength Tarot card here in the end. This was really nice. I also feel here there is some kind of a leader here, maybe leadership, who has a great social, spiritual influence. This person may have been convinced of the rightness of things done or planned, but they may feel threatened when opposed. I think here the way that you lead your life is also changing here. The lead of life is definitely changing here. Your leading of life, the way that you leading of life is definitely changing here. There can be a person, who may like telling you, okay, if you act in this way, we're gonna win. But I feel here you are not letting the ends justify the means here, so you go against it. Maybe you have been denari, there you go, the lottery, the money, denari, money, the lottery. So the greatest denari lottery is your own force and power in this situation, and it may even take you to walk away from a situation, okay? Like you are getting into your own leadership here. Here a person may not have the best interest with your resources. You got to be the relevant person who will solely in power of that resources. This emperor I don't like, because Scorpio is also other people's resources, so this emperor may have a very not so good interest. So I think this leads up you to find even the power in the most maybe overwhelming situation with some authority figures or people, or a toxic masculine figure. You are not letting the ends justifying the needs here, realizing your great power is actually hidden in you. It's not in some kind of a dungeon. This is really going to put you into a powerful state, and this is going to be your most precious reward. In the end, definitely show gratitude okay, for that moment even. This is going to actually be a situation, that struggle or that challenge that you're gonna even add to your gratitude list in the end, because it has made you discover so much power in you. Okay, Leo, thank you so much for joining me in this meaningful reading. It's a very meaningful reading for me, and I will try to come with these thematic readings as well as the other readings. So see you in the next tarot journeys. Thank you so much. Bye for now.